Hello everyone, welcome to Tarot on Purpose, and thank you for stopping by for this pick a card reading where we ask the universe, what small step can we take that will make a big difference in our lives? This reading is a timeless reading inspired by the anniversary of people landing and walking on the moon for the first time. This happened July 20, 1969, so 54 years ago if you're watching this at the time I'm filming it. Apollo 11 astronauts walked on the moon for the first time. And we have the famous quote from Neil Armstrong from this landing: "One small step for a man, a giant leap for mankind." So we are asking universe to please tap into this energy so we can learn about what small step can you take that will lead to a giant leap forward for you in your life. I am using all of my mini decks for this reading. They are small but powerful. We have 4 piles to choose from. For pile 1, we have the Everyday Tarot, and we have the Page of Pentacles. And it is paired with this Tiger's Eye mini heart. For pile 2, we have the Witch's Tarot. We have the Hanged Man, number 12. And this is paired with Libyan Desert Glass. For pile 3, we have the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot. We have the Two of Swords. And it is paired with this Smoky Quartz Sphere. For pile 4, we have the Aquarian Tarot. We have the 6 of Rods, 6 of Wands coming out in reverse, paired with this Lemon Quartz. So take your time to decide which pile or piles you would like to go to, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to this reading where we are asking universe, what small step can you take that will lead to a giant leap forward in your life? You've come to the reading with this Tiger's Eye mini heart. This Tiger's Eye is a stone of luck and good fortune to attract a steady flow of money to the home. Ideal for entrepreneurs and those setting out into business for the first time. Tiger's Eye can help increase insight and perception, especially as we go forward into unfamiliar places and circumstances. And it is also highly protective. We'll be using the Everyday Tarot for your reading, which we'll set aside for now. And we're going to start off here with these oracle cards, talking about the small step you can take, and then we'll get some tarot, and then we'll finish out with these oracle cards down here that talk about the giant leap that this small step is going to lead to and the guides that are helping you. So your small step card for this from the Detours deck is looking like this. It has cauliflower and fennel on there, and it says trees that look like giant vegetables. The back says immersion, not diversion. Choose a theme for the day and search for traces of it. These cards are actually made for traveling to make your trips that you take a little bit more adventurous, where you just pull a card and then do what it says. So this, to me, is about looking for things that are not obvious We have trees that look like giant vegetables here. Looks like a cotton tree that could be cauliflower, and a palm tree that could be fennel. The saying on the card is saying, choose a theme for the day and search for traces of it. So I would say that this is not only looking for things that don't seem obvious, looking for hidden meanings in things. Your tiger's eye also mentions it's great crystal for helping us pay attention to the details, so that matches nicely with your card. This is about having focused intentions and using your energy throughout the day to remind yourself of what you're trying to accomplish. Choose a theme for the day and search for traces of it. Try to find things throughout your day where you normally don't seek inspiration. Look at something new or old, actually is just coming through, and see if you can look at it in a different way. These two Lenormand oracles here are talking about the shadow and the light aspect of this step that you're going to take. For the shadow aspect, you have number 12 with birds. Look, one is facing backwards, one is facing forwards. Both of them have little wind-up things on there. They look like toy birds. The shadow aspect is not getting wound up about things that are not going to make a difference. Paying attention to how things are actually going to influence your life. Is this something that you are experiencing that is really not going to make a big difference in the scheme of things? It may just be annoying to deal with right now, but you can let it go. It's not going to make a big impact on your life. Things that are distracting coming up here as shadow aspects of these steps. So yeah, if we're trying to see something in a new way and be creative to look at things, we can get distracted maybe by trying to take that too far, basically, where we keep looking for more and more ways to look at something. So I would say this is encouraging you to focus on that first gut instinct about the new way you see something, the first thing that comes to mind, the first thing that you feel, and not going down too many rabbit holes when trying to see things in a new way. For the light aspect of this, we have the garden, number 20, with the 8 of spades on there as well. The garden is growing. It's funny, I was going to mention we have clouds on this watering can. Sorry. And I was going to mention when this card came out, if you can't think of something to look at, try to spend some time looking at the clouds and seeing different shapes that you can see, different animals you can see coming out. What do the clouds look like to you? This is a watering can holding an abundant garden. So this is not the wild and free forest jungle growing. This is a garden contained in a watering can. So with this saying choose a theme for the day, bringing in the idea of focus here, focus on one goal at a time coming to mind. Yeah, one goal each day. It can be the same goal, but focusing on one goal each day is a good thing instead of trying to accomplish a huge major project all at once, trying to bring in a huge change all at once. One small goal, the idea of milestones, set milestones for yourself. We have vegetables on here. So if you are thinking of trying to eat more natural foods that Mother Earth provides, maybe adding one vegetable to your meals each day. Trying a new vegetable comes to mind as well if we're looking at that card very literally. And then from the Radiant Souls Oracle, this is going to be the personal power that the universe wants you to bring towards this step. And you have the Witness. We have number 27 here on the card, and the keywords say resource, foundation, support, and memory. Look at this. skull above the person, it's in a spider web. We had the third eye chakra, your intuition here being highlighted. Universe wants you bringing the power of your intuition into this step. So that goes nicely with what I said about not taking this too far, making sure we don't go down too many rabbit holes, and we listen to our intuition, our gut instincts, our initial feelings about something when we're trying to see something in a new and creative way. What's the first new thing that comes to mind when you're thinking about your situation in a new way? Relying heavily on your intuition, and then this person is holding a bowl of water and they're sitting in some kind of bowl here. So emotional, psychic, intuitive feelings coming to mind. Rely on your emotions to guide you during this time without getting you distracted and all wound up about things that don't really matter in the long run. So let's get some additional information from your tarot. It's the Everyday Tarot. I love how it's purple and you're being asked to focus on your intuition. Matches the third eye chakra color of purple indigo very well. We have the nice gold edging on this deck. The picture of the third eye here is actually gold. So I love how these are in great alignment here. Just purple and gold. Purple and gold. Maybe important colors for you. There is a spirit guide or person in history, Saint Germain, the long-living saint, historical figure that is said to be immortal coming through. Maybe a guide for you to connect with or research and look into here. The guide is, Saint Germain is one of those guides that is presented quite frequently as being dressed in purple and gold. So that's why that's coming to mind for some reason. First card out, we have King of Pentacles. Accomplishing what you're trying to manifest in the material world. House, home, relationships, money. Yeah, your tiger's eye crystal matching that nicely, where it's a good stone of luck and fortune for bringing money into your home. Very well represented there with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is surrounded by grapes that have crowns as their stem or their leaves. Crown chakra coming to mind with your connection to spirit and universe. Okay, we have two cards flipping out here. The first one we have is number 7, the Chariot, moving forward quickly, not falling into this shadow aspect of getting hung up on things that don't make a difference in the long run. And the 6 of Cups, all about balancing, balanced emotions. Yeah, that goes nicely with your Witness card here about relying on your emotions during this time, keeping your emotions balanced. If you feel like your emotions are not balanced right now, that's the step that you want to take first. Balancing out your emotions, learning how to listen to your emotions and what they're telling you. The 6 of Cups card is also tied to the inner child and to nostalgia, remembering things from when you were a child, dreams that you had. Okay, we have 2 more coming out here. We have the Star card, number 17, your hopes, your dreams. This card can also talk about health and healing. 2 mentions here about taking care of your body. We have the word foundation here. Definitely your body is being human here on earth. Your body is the foundation of everything. Strong, healthy body that relies on nutrients that Mother Earth provides. And we also have the Justice card, number 11. Fair and balanced. And I want one more to complete this tarot. Please, universe. Get the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles talking about feeling left out, feelings of lack and loss. The Justice card can also talk about making something right. So we have the King of Pentacles leading your reading here and the Five of Pentacles on this side here. So all of these cards here, the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Six of Cups, the Star, and the Justice card, all helping overcome feelings of lack and loss. If you have faced a situation where you lost something, you feel like you've been left out, these energies coming through to help you overcome that. That's a nice lead in to what your giant leap forward may be. Seeing things from a new perspective, focusing on one goal at a time, setting milestones for yourself. Focus on getting over feelings of being left out and having lost something, and focusing here on your hopes and dreams and being healthy. Healthy and abundant with the King of Pentacles here. Healthy with the Star card and abundant with the King of Pentacles. One small step that you can take may be doing an activity that you did as a child that was very enjoyable for yourself. The flip side of the card here about your one step says choose a theme for the day and search for traces of it. Your tarot is kind of adding another layer there where it's saying maybe look at things as if you were a child again. What would a child say about your situation? What would a child say about what you should do next? And then focusing on that. What would a child say, or connecting to your inner child, connecting to what feels good, what makes your heart feel good, because we have all this emotional energy coming in here. For the giant leap forward, if you take these small steps of looking at things in a new perspective, a small step of picking a goal and focusing on it, one goal at a time, one milestone at a time, small steps, and being healthy, connecting to Mother Earth. If you take those small steps, the giant leap you're going to have is related to number 5, Zonar, past lives and ancestor reverence. We have alienation, keyword there, and belonging, and we have the infinity symbol in the middle. These are fiery colors. We didn't have much fire energy come out in your reading. We had water and earth energy come out very strongly in your reading. This is adding in the fire element here. The keywords of alienation and belonging and the number 5 definitely tie back to the 5 of Pentacles here. So whatever small steps that you're taking here that we just talked about is going to help you get over this feeling of lack and loss. It's reinforcing that for sure. This number 5 Zonar here is a Reiki symbol. The guidebook for this Reiki archetypal oracle mentions this is not an original Reiki symbol, but it was found later by a Reiki master. So look at things from a different perspective. Try to see something in a new way. Try to see indications of your goal and the presence of universe and spirit around you in everyday life. This card also talks about how lingering issues may be related to past lives or family history, your ancestors, tying into the 6 of Cups here about nostalgia for childhood and your inner child. So we could be talking about a giant leap forward in inner child healing or reconnecting to the joy of the inner child. From the Oracle of the Dreamtime, these are not the original cards from the Oracle. You have number 39, Platypus, with diplomacy, tolerance, and unity. And we had the water element on there. Look at that, 39 reduces to 12, and the shadow aspect birds card here is a number 12, both of these reducing to 3. These are not the original cards from the Oracle, as I mentioned. I found this Oracle of the Dreamtime book in a used bookstore, and it didn't have the cards with it, so I made small cards to go with my mini deck, and then I have the larger guidebook, so I will show you what the card in the deck would have looked like had it been with the cards. It has this platypus on there, all kinds of other animals. We have fish, a kangaroo, more birds. The guidebook talks about the story of this platypus card, talking about how they're trying to figure out what kind of animal is this platypus. Is it a bird? Is it a mammal? What is it? It doesn't really fit one category or another. So you are unique. Tap into your unique creativity. We had creativity indicated here on the step that you're meant to take, and this orange and red here are fiery colors related to creativity. You are unique and you are creative. Taking these small steps will lead to increased creativity for you. The diplomacy keyword here, tolerance and unity, talks about how the platypus didn't think one kind of animal or bird was more important than the other, that everybody was just different, everybody was unique, and they all had something to add to the situation. The giant leap forward that you're going to make by practicing seeing things differently, seeing things from a new angle, seeing things from a new perspective, and looking for indications of one theme throughout the day will increase your observation skills, and it will increase your ability to see things from different perspectives and celebrate the differences in people, things, situations, and bring those together in unity, creating harmony. We have the Justice card here. You're going to bring more harmony into your life, and you're going to be able to teach other people how to bring harmony into theirs. Leading by an example of being inclusive, tolerant, diplomatic, and creating unity for all. For the guides that are with you from the shamanic box, you have the bat. We have discretion, perception, transformation, hypersensitivity, ingenuity, talent, astuteness, artfulness, and effectiveness. We have perception on there, and transformation, transforming perceptions and perspectives, goes nicely with what we've talked about so far. In the guidebook for this platypus card from the Oracle of the Dreamtime, it mentions that it can be paired with the bat. There's a bat card for this oracle, but it came out with your next oracle right next to it, which is super cool. Here is the section of the guidebook that mentions if it comes out with a bat, it mentions the dolphin as well. It says bat and dolphin also sense their environment in different ways. Their appearance in your reading could signify a new way of sensing the world, the lifting of the veil, or the removal of something which obscures. With this clarity, new things are perceived. Energy dynamics, emotional, mental, or spiritual, will be detected much more easily with the appearance of these cards. Previously unseen relationships, connections will become clearer. You'll start to see more clearly. You're going to gain some clarity by taking these small steps. By practicing looking for new and different ways to look at things, by practicing celebrating the differences in the experiences, people, situations that you go through, you're going to increase clarity, which goes nicely with this intuition card here. You're going to be able to see things differently and with new clarity. And from the Kabbalah Oracle, you have number 13, reduces to 4 with the myth. This card is meant to signify the main archetype of the guides around you, helping support you at this time. First of all, we have number 13 there. In Tarot, 13 would be the Death, Rebirth, Transformation card. Definitely talking about transformation. You have transformation here on the bat. And we had the Justice card here, which can talk about transforming a situation to be more fair and balanced. The guidebook for this Myth card talks about how myth can have two sides. It can talk about something that is indicating a truth, and it can also indicate something that is an illusion. So you are going to be gaining clarity about what is an illusion and what is a truth. And you have strong guides from the universe helping you develop that skill by practicing using your intuition and seeing things from a different perspective. We have 2 more cards to get questions and affirmations for us from the Alchemical Thought Oracle. This usually will have a little question. These are tiny cards. The first one flipping out, it says, just for today, embrace impermanence. Be here now. This is where you will find your flow. Be present. Celebrate the things that are happening to you now in the present. Look for things in the present. See if you can see something new. See if you can look at something in a different way, new perspective. See if you can focus on one goal or milestone that you would like to reach during the day and look for indications of it in the present as you go through your day. Be here now. This is where you will find your flow. It says, just for today, embrace impermanence. This is recognizing that whatever you're experiencing today doesn't have to stay that way. If you're looking for some kind of transformation, you have the power to see the new energy and the new connections, the new perspective that will lead you to that transformation. You're gaining clarity by staying present. Focusing on what's happening to you now will bring clarity to your situation and help you move forward into the future. And from the Tiny Acts of Kindness compliments cards, the universe would like to say to you a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see, if they want to flip back out, they will. Whole bunch of stuff wanting to come out of this deck. See if we can get 1 or 2. All of them want to come out. There we go. We got 1. It says, you are right. You're right. Whatever your intuition tells you about this situation, about the next step to take, and about the leap forward it's going to make for you, you are right, Pile 1. The universe wants you to know you are right. Stay true to yourself. What your intuition is telling you is on point. You're probably seeing the truth and not the illusion. The Myth card here, speaking about how things can be illusions or truth. You are seeing the truth. You are developing the ability to see the truth. And if you're dealing with a situation involving other people, you're being asked to stay true to your position, to your viewpoint. But the platypus spirit here asking you to bring in diplomacy, tolerance, and unity to see things from other people's perspectives, to be diplomatic. You are right about your truth. You are right. Your intuition is telling you the right thing at this time, Pile 1, but you're being asked to be compassionate and understanding about seeing things from other people's perspectives as well, so that you can work together to bring things into harmony, so that everybody feels like their hopes and dreams are being met. We had the Star card here, and the universe saying, you are right, Pile 1. So don't dim your light for anybody, but be open and willing to see things from their perspective, to hear their feelings, hear their thoughts, Consider their input, consider their feedback, but above everything else, trust yourself. And you'll trust yourself, trust your intuition, and you will gain greater clarity. You will gain some healing related to something that happened to you in your past or into your family in the past, and you'll be gaining creative energy as you go through this exercise of taking these small steps. There you have it, Pile 1. I hope this reading about what small step can you take to make a giant leap forward in your life has been helpful for you. I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and I hope to see you again in a future reading. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to this reading where we ask Universe, what small step can you take that'll lead to a giant leap forward for you in your life? What small thing can you do? Small things can you do that'll make a big difference in your life? You've come to the reading with this Libyan desert glass. This is created when a meteorite landed in the Sahara Desert and heated the sand to make the glass. It symbolizes transformation and clear decision making. We'll be using the Witch's Tarot for your reading, which we'll set aside for now. We do have one that wants to come out, the Tower 16. So, very appropriate for aligning with a crystal about transformation. In this Tower card, you can see that it looks like a crown is opening up on that tower and the lightning's coming in, going inside. A spark of change coming in for you internally in some way is what I'm getting from this card wanting to come out right in the beginning. The first oracle cards here are going to talk about the small step that you are being encouraged to take by Universe at this time. And then we'll get some information in these oracle cards here after we do the tarot about the giant leap that this small step will lead you to and the guides that are here to help you. This first card is supposed to tell us about the small step. This is from the Detours card deck for taking with you when you travel, giving you ideas about creative things to do on your way. You've got an umbrella here with some raindrops. So before we get into even seeing what this step is, these two cards together here are telling me that the universe wants you to know you're protected. That umbrella there is spirit and universe giving you a shield and protecting you during this time of change, giving you the tools you need to get through some kind of change coming. And it says, creative outlet. Photograph, draw, or describe an item that exemplifies your adventure. So, universe encouraging you to get creative. Tap into your artistic side, photograph, draw, describe. Describe could be writing about, speaking about. An item that exemplifies your adventure. Pick one thing that resembles, I was going to say for some reason, but I meant symbolizes your life journey, what you want your life journey to look like. Pick one thing that you want to change in your life and draw it, write about it, take photographs that look like it. Tap into your artistic, creative side here. That's the small step you're being advised to take by Universe at this time. Tap into your creativity. So these two Lenormand oracles here are meant to indicate the shadow and light aspect of this small step. For the shadow aspect, you have the number 5 card with tree. And for the light aspect, you have number 16 card with stars. with a 6 of hearts indicated there. 16 matches the number on your Tower card. 16, 2 16s, both reduced to 7, so 7, 7. Maybe significant numbers for you to know that you're on the right path when you see 7, 7. This is, of course, tying me also to the star card in tarot, which is number 17, about hopes and dreams coming true. The tree symbolizing foundations and growth. It's sitting in a little tea cup here. This is kind of a cool way if you were to symbolize a drawing about, let's say your goal was to have a solid foundation to grow from. This would be a great creative depiction of that with a teacup growing the tree. Tons of fruit on this tree, and they all have different faces. From that, it's actually reminding me of emojis that you use when you're texting, and it is almost like give your expression, the things that you express, a little bit of flair, a little bit of artistic flair, adding some creativity into the way that you express yourself, adding some playfulness into the way you express yourself. If this was a shadow aspect, because this was meant to represent the shadow aspect, that teacup is constraining the tree a little bit, right? The tree that's in this teacup can only grow as much as this teacup will allow it to with the roots forming there. So this is about overcoming self-limiting beliefs, overcoming limitations that you place on yourself, and potentially overcoming limitations that are placed on you by other people you're interacting with, because the light aspect is the stars, hopes and dreams, transforming into the star that you want to be, the star that you're meant to be. The 6 of hearts here reminding me of the 6 of cups in tarot, so reminding me of inner child, nostalgia, things you've wanted to do since you were a little kid, things you used to dream about when you were young, and then just the limitations of life getting in the way and making you think that it's not possible to go after your dreams. Universe is encouraging you to go after your dreams with this reading so far, possibly making drastic changes for yourself. The Tower card doesn't always mean something is going to happen to you. It can be a change that you bring about on your own, by your own choice. We have this Libyan desert glass representing transformation and clear decision making. You may be at a point in your life where you are making a clear decision to transform in some way, to make some kind of change in your life. And the small step that you can take to help with that is tapping into your creative side and your artistic side. There's an artist inside of you that wants to express itself in creative ways with a little bit more flair. Also, creative outlet is a great way to combat stress, anxiety, to get that out in a healthy way. Writing, drawing, any kind of artistic expression is a great way to express your feelings and deal with stress. The personal power that universe and spirit want you to bring towards making this step is represented by this Radiant Souls Oracle. And you have the expressive. I don't know if you can read that really. The words are black there. They're covered in colors, but it says the expressive. We have number 24 on there, reduces to 6. And the keywords are creation, destruction, passion, and choices. Well, that matches everything we've said so far very well. Yeah, universe wants you to bring your personal power of expression. Speak your truth. Creatively express your ideas, your wants, your desires, your hopes, your dreams, your feelings, your intentions. Tap into all that personal power of expression at this time. Let's get some more information from this Witch's Tarot. I don't tend to take reversals from this deck because it's so tiny and the cards go every which way, but we will see what happens with them as they come out. Whether they're reversed or not, we'll see how they fall. So this one fell like that. We have the Moon card, number 18. She is walking through a dark area carrying a torch, carrying the fire element. Fire element is all about creativity. She is walking through the darkness, carrying her own light. And look at this, you've got some wolves in the background. It also looks like it's raining, which goes well with the umbrella that came out at the beginning of your reading. The wolves, very protective spirit animals. The moon indicating illusions, indicating our subconscious. Yeah, there you go. You're being encouraged to tap into your subconscious, to use your creativity, use your artistic talents. Even if you don't feel like you are an artist, use your creativity. It doesn't matter if you draw and you don't think it looks good, just draw. Just paint, just sing, just dance. Just do whatever you feel is creative. Use emojis in your texts if you never do that. Use your creativity to tap into your subconscious. There's something going on in your subconscious right now that is driving you towards some kind of change. This lightning bolt on the Tower card is going right into the middle of the tower here. We said from the beginning that indicated to me an internal change. Your subconscious is driving some kind of want or need for you right now. It's trying to emerge and come out a little bit. And you can tap into that with your creativity. Expressing yourself more than you normally do. We have the King of Wands. There you go. That is super creative. Fire energy, inspiration, personal power, going after what you want, taking actions to achieve your dreams. Your subconscious is trying to tell you about how to find your passion. We have the Three of Wands. This is coming out in reverse. This is what it would look like upright. The Three of Wands talks about going out on a journey, getting ready to go on a journey, getting ready to go on some kind of trip, getting ready to travel. Three Wands in reverse. You may be hesitant right now, pile 2, to make this change. You may even not be aware of your subconscious trying to bring something about and create some kind of transformation, because it's the subconscious, right? With the moon energy being here. You may feel restless or like something is off right now. And this is telling me it's because your subconscious is driving this change. Something deep within you that you may not be aware of right now is driving this need for change. And that's why universe and spirit want you tapping into your creativity and start expressing yourself so you can start discovering what your subconscious is trying to tell you about your passions. We have the Ace of Cups, This one did come out in reverse as well. You saw how it flipped there. We have lotus flowers there, Ace of Cups, something new coming in the emotional area of life, love, intuition, connections with people, psychic abilities, connections with spirit. This is blocked right now. This is blocked either because you feel hesitant about expressing your emotions, you feel hesitant about making some kind of change, or you're not aware of something that's within you that's trying to surface. There may be some, if you're a person that represses your emotions, these may be welling up inside of you, and your subconscious is driving you to express those so that you can make a change in a controlled way rather than having chaos and craziness come into your life once those emotions actually emerge. Tap into your emotional side, start expressing yourself, start expressing your emotions, start feeling your emotions so that you can kind of take control of your life. We have this card here, Two of Cups, partnership. This came out in reverse as well. I'm going to keep it in reverse. You may be not open to help from other people at this time. You may not have thought to express yourself to somebody that needs to hear something. There's something, let me see if one flipped while I'm talking here. There's something inside of you that needs to be expressed, and it may be that you haven't expressed it to somebody else, or you don't know how to express something to somebody else. You need to say something to someone, but you don't know how. And because the Ace of Cups can indicate something new coming in for you in the emotional area of life, I would say that maybe there's somebody that you're interacting with right now that needs to tell you something, but they don't know how. So communication is blocked here for some reason. And Spirit and Universe is encouraging you to get creative and express yourself. Encourage creative expression from other people that you're dealing with. Let them know it's safe to tell you what's up. Let them know it's safe to tell you what's going on. We have, we have the Seven of Swords. This came out a little bit in reverse too. Seven of Swords can indicate trickery. It can indicate deception and lying. So we need to have some more clear communication here. Clear decision making, clear communication needs to happen here so that trust can be developed. This is telling me that there's some kind of misunderstanding going on in a relationship that you have right now. It could be romantic, it could be business, it could be family, it could just be everyday people you interact with. There's some kind of misunderstanding because the communication is blocked. And Universe and Spirit want you to start expressing yourself, start speaking your truth, use creative ways to do that, and encourage people you're interacting with to express themselves as well so that we can get through these misunderstandings. That went really kind of progressed from an something internal trying to be expressed about your passions, your hopes, your dreams, your desires. It went internal to external really quickly here. Well, not really quickly, but the way that it progressed brought in the idea of relationships with other people. So something going on within you is impacting the relationships you have. And you're being encouraged to get in touch with your subconscious a little bit more. Some way that you may have limited yourself or felt limited by other people, that needs to be expressed to turn these relationship cards upright, to open lines of communication. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. This one, these of course are all face up. This one is face down but wants to end this row. So let's see what this one is over here. I think it's off camera, but this one was like over here. So let's see what that is. The Six of Wands reversed. Victory and celebration and recognition is reversed. Yeah, somebody feels like they're not being seen. You may feel like you're not being seen. That all ties, oh, we have one flipped here too. That all ties back to everything we've been talking about so far. The one that's flipped here, oh, look at that. The one that's flipped is Four of Wands upright. This is about union. This is about celebration. This is about victory. It's almost like it's the goal that universe and spirit have for you. We just talked about kind of the reverse of that with the Six of Wands. This Four of Wands upright is what spirit and universe want for you. I'm going to just lay these out here. So they fell out in a chunk. We have the Nine of Cups, a wish come true. Nine of Water, followed by the Three Empress. Yes, abundance, personal power, creativity again. We had the Hanged Man, number 12, new perspectives, taking a pause, taking a rest. We have a crow here looking over the person in this card, indicating connection of spirit, spirit and universe coming in to help you. And then we had the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is what it would look like upright. So this is like a little mini message for you here about kind of just elaborating on everything that we said before. Your wish about being abundant and happy is meant to happen for you. This is the change that spirit universe want. They want you to be happy. They want your dreams, your hopes and dreams coming true. This is telling me with the Hanged Man, which is about new perspectives and taking a moment of pause, followed by the King of Pentacles in reverse, is telling me right now that one of the reasons why you may feel uneasy or you feel like things are not moving forward is that you are focused on what's going on in the material world. And how do I say this, Spirit? Focusing on the things, the people, the places, anything that's a noun, the earth element, the material, is kind of blocking your perspective right now, because the way to get to the solution is by tapping into your subconscious and your inner passion. And that's why from the beginning you were encouraged to express yourself in a creative, artistic way. Even just as a daily or weekly exercise, just sitting down, writing, starting a journal, drawing a picture, something that exemplifies your adventure, what you want to bring into your life. Start visualizing that. And you can do that by tapping into your subconscious and your emotions right now, and not just focusing on what that looks like in the material world. Like, for example, if it is related to a relationship, because we have all this cups energy here, if you're trying to bring out about a happy relationship, you may just be focusing on what that person looks like, or what you want that person to be like, or what you want that person to wear, what kind of job you want them to have, what kind of home you want to create with that person. Whereas Spirit is encouraging you to think a little bit more deeply about what that feels like emotionally to you. What does that relationship do to your heart? How does it make your heart feel? How does it make your body feel? How does it make your soul feel? Focus on what emotions that relationship, how you want that relationship to make you feel. And that will help you transform and overcome some of these misunderstandings. because your wish about being abundant is meant to happen for you. You have the star card energy indicated there. It's meant for you. Even if this isn't really about a relationship with other people, it could be just whatever you want to bring about in your life, right? Think about how it makes you feel and what it means to you on a deep, emotional, soul, subconscious level. What does it mean to you internally and not focusing on it so much externally? So this small step here is going to lead to some kind of giant leap forward. And these cards here represent that from the archetype Reiki Oracle. You have number 18, the cave, struggle with ego. 18, it matches the moon card here, 2 18s. We have ego control and humility. And there's a cave shown on there. The ego is very much in the material world. It's a very human thing, right? And your emotions and your feelings are more spiritually connected. So by tapping into your creative side and expressing yourself truthfully, honestly, and with a little bit more flair, a little bit more color than you normally do, maybe you're one of these people that feels like they need to really be careful about how they phrase things. And that may be so based on the people that you're interacting with, right? This is creatively expressing yourself in a true and honest way without changing the meaning of what you're trying to communicate. So many messages, so much energy coming in. I'm trying to make sure I'm saying it all, like so much trying to come through for you, pile 2. So with the struggle with ego and the cave card here, this representing the giant leap forward that you're going to make by taking these small steps, this is going to help you communicate in a way that doesn't hurt other people's egos. Effective and clear communication to avoid misunderstandings. This is going to help you express yourself truthfully and honestly without hurting other people's egos in a way that damages the relationship, but it moves it forward in a healthy way. So I started to mention maybe you have to really watch your words carefully. This is going to help you use constructive criticism in a way to help other people in your life grow, help yourself grow. You're going to be able to tap into things where your own ego is not bruised or hurt or offended so much when you're dealing with deeper issues. You're going to be able to transcend just operating from an ego standpoint to operating from a higher consciousness standpoint in a more spiritual way. Let's keep going. Maybe I can get some more information from these other cards about how to more effectively say that. Funny that I'm having trouble putting words to the energy that's coming through when we've been talking about effective communication. But let's see what other cards we have here. From the Oracle of the Dreamtime, this is not the actual card from it. I'll tell you in just a minute. We have number 24, another 6 in your reading. We had stars here, 6 of hearts. 24, we have brush turkey with resentment, comparisons, and introspection, and the air element. Yeah, that goes with the 7 of swords energy over here with the resentment and comparisons. So, because of the air element and the energy of the 7 of swords. Introspection on here, all about connecting with your subconscious and your inner fire. So this card, you can see I wrote and drew a little picture there. Look, even though I didn't draw it very well, I drew a picture. I still did it. So I said that earlier for you. Even if you feel like you are not an artist, still do something artistic. Express your way in some creative way. express yourself in some creative way. So these, the Dream Oracle of the Dreamtime, I actually found this book in a secondhand bookstore, used bookstore, and it didn't have the cards. So I made these little mini cards to go with the oracle so I could still use the information. Let me show you what the card in the book looks like. Look at that. This is what the card looks like in the book. We have the turkey here, and look at that, lightning bolt and fire. That matches your reading so well with the Tower card and the King of Wands. This is a really good story. I want to put this here. You can screenshot. This is a little story to kind of tell about the card. It's talking right here is what's catching my attention about how the turkey wasn't very happy with herself. She wasn't very colorful. That is Spirit asking you to express yourself a little bit with a little bit more flair. I did say earlier with a little bit more color. Bring some good drama into the way you express yourself. Be a little bit more emotive in the way you express yourself, and be a little more creative in the way you express yourself. Keeps coming through. That's the small step. The guidebook talks a lot about jealousy and resentment, and I feel like this is here going with the things you're going to be overcoming. It's not saying you are jealous or you are resentful of other people. You may be. If so, this definitely applies to you. It could also mean that other people are jealous and resentful of you. It's going to be different based on your situation. This is really tied to the Seven of Swords here. And the tarot is telling me that this is all a misunderstanding, that the people are truly good. That we have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Wands here. This is telling me the people that you're involved with, including yourself, you're a good person. The people you're involved with are good people, but something's going on with the communication right now that is creating misunderstandings and creating mistrust. And this colorful expression, this creative expression that you're being encouraged to practice is going to help bring clarity to the situation so that people can more effectively communicate with each other. You can say how you're feeling, other people can say how they're feeling, to kind of put these relationships in the good state that they're meant to be in. These are meant to be happy relationships. They are meant to be happy connections, and effective communication is going to help overcome the misunderstandings that are making those feel less happy at this time. From the Shamanic Box Oracle, we have an animal spirit guide. You have the tiger. Willpower, persistence, choice, passion with the King of Wands here. Determination, self-confidence, charisma, masterfulness, and focus. Yes, very powerful, fiery animal with that tiger spirit coming out to help you. Willpower, persistence, choice, passion, determination, self-confidence, charisma, masterfulness, and focus. That's another giant leap that you're going to make just by practicing creative expression is going to help you tap into this personal power and be this tiger. And the tiger spirit coming through to help you with that. From the Kabbalah Oracle, you have number 7, the heart. Yes. You're being encouraged to tap into your inner fire and your subconscious. Speak from your heart. We had communication, we had emotions, all this water cup energy. We had communication come out with expression, creative expression. This is speak from the heart. Let your heart be open and let yourself connect with your heart on a true and deep level. Your own heart is like these were meant to be the guides that are helping you right now. It's your own heart, pile 2. This moon card from the beginning said something in your subconscious is trying to emerge, and it's coming from your heart. Your heart is trying to bring something out into your life to create this 4 of Wands energy of celebration, victory, happy union, success. Your heart's trying to bring that about for you, and it's trying to remind you of your inner fire, your inner passion, and allow yourself to live a life of passion, live a life of expressing yourself freely. And you can do that by starting to tap into your creative side. The whole time you're being protected, remember there's an umbrella under here. So let's get some final advice from 2 more oracles. I have this alchemical thought deck. This will have some questions probably to ask yourself. And then we'll get 1 more card with an affirmation or a compliment from Spirit for you. This is your heart speaking to you in some way, pile 2. We want this one. Look at that. A key with a heart. Everywhere you go, you take you with you. You can't escape your stories. You can only change them. Love who you are, here and now. That is a beautiful way to summarize your reading. I was looking for something to help me more clearly say like what the energy of this reading is saying, and this says it right here. Beautiful. Everywhere you go, you take you with you. You can't escape your stories. You can only change them. Love who you are, here and now. Beautiful. And then from the Acts of Kindness Compliments card, this is, whoa, well, there you go. Not even going to shuffle because that one flipped right out. This is universe kind of last little message for you, and it says, you're right. Look at that. You are right. This card came out in pile 1. There's a little bit of overlap in pile 1, but this is saying that your heart and your subconscious are trying to emerge. Something about your true self is trying to emerge, pile 2. It's I want to get another one because it's almost like this came out just to say maybe check pile 1. Take from this what it means to you on a personal level right now, pile 2. Let me get 1 more card for you. This nice little gap right here is calling for 1 more of these cards. Here we go. You're a great father. Cool. Congratulations if you have children or have children on the way. If you're expecting children, congratulations. You're a great father is telling me, if we're not taking this card literally, don't freak out if you're not expecting children or don't want children, don't freak out. Or if you don't view yourself as a masculine figure. Keep in mind we all have masculine energy within us, and this is telling me you are this King of Wands. Deep down inside of you, you are this King of Wands. You're a great father. We had the Empress here. You're probably really good at embracing the feminine energy, and this is asking you to tap a little bit more into this King of Wands, King of Fire, inner passion. You're a strong, powerful, creative force. And universe wants you to believe that and wants you to allow that to emerge from within. Wants you bringing that fiery passion into the world we live in, because we have the King of Pentacles here. Wants you to bring that fiery passion into the material world and into the relationships and interactions you have with other people. Step into your personal power. Overall message from here, pile 2. And it starts with creative expression. Okay, pile 2, I hope that you have found this reading helpful. I am going to leave it here. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to this reading where we ask universe for information on what small step can you take to lead to a great leap forward, a giant leap forward in your life. That small thing you can take to make a big difference. You've come to the reading with this smoky quartz crystal. Very protective stone. Helps you get things done in the practical material world. Helps you organize yourself. It's a great stone of endurance and a great crystal to have when you need an extra boost. It promotes personal pride, joy in living, creativity, and opens the pathway for perception and learning. We'll be using the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot for your reading, which we'll use in just a moment. This first row here is going to talk about the step that you're meant to take, the small step you're meant to take, universe encouraging you to take. Then we'll get information on what giant leap this small step will create for you and what guides and support from universe are around to help you with that. This first card here is the small step you're meant to take. Universe encouraging you to take a small step. This is from a Detours card deck that is meant for taking with you on trips, and it gives you creative things to do along the way. You have the card that says 30, 3000. 30 minutes, 0 seconds. Could mean 30 minutes. It could mean a lot of things if the number 3000 means something to you. And it says permission to be, regroup, take 30 minutes to sit and read, write, or sketch. Be present, permission to be. Take 30 minutes to sit, to read, to write, to sketch. Take 30 minutes for yourself at this time, pile 3. Take 30 minutes for yourself is the small step that you can take that will lead to a giant leap forward. Be in the present, self-care, and not focusing so much on the doing, but more focus on the being. These 2 Lenormand cards here are meant to show the shadow and the light aspect of this step. So the shadow aspect, we have number 9 with bouquet. We have a bouquet of flowers coming out of a skull there. And then the light aspect is number 34, reduces to 7 with fish. And the King of Diamonds indicated there. We have flowers growing out of a skull here for the shadow aspect with bouquet, number 9. We have fish swimming underneath an umbrella, and the rain is actually coming out of the umbrella. Look at that. Instead of stopping the rain, the umbrella is creating the rain, and the fish are swimming through it. 2 things coming to mind here. The fish indicating abundance, having enough, and the fish tying me to Pisces with dreams, being dreamy, being connected to spirit, psychic capabilities, strong intuition, and emotional communication, emotional connections with other people. We have the skull with flowers growing out of it. The skull indicating, reminding me of the death card in tarot that talks about transformation. The shadow aspect here is if you are not able to see these pretty flowers, being resistant to change coming through with that card. The skull also not moving very much, right? So being resistant to taking time out, being resistant to resting. That's the shadow aspect. The light aspect, swimming, moving, could tie into the shadow aspect as well. These are playing nicely off of each other here. So let's keep going with the cards to get more information before I get ahead of myself here. This card here from the Radiant Souls is meant to be the personal power, the personal energy, the soul power that you have that universe wants you to bring into this situation with taking this step. And you have the Wanderer. Look at that, another 9. Right here we have number 9. We have keywords journey, alienness, I'll put it that way. So maybe a new word the creator made up, being alien, risk, and experience. Your sense of adventure, pile 3, being encouraged here. We have the planets on here. Nice space card to go with our reading since I'm using the inspiration of the moon landing, walking on the moon. We have a star here, Saturn, and tons of birds. The person in this card is holding the earth in their hand. Step into your personal power. The world is yours, pile 3. Embrace your sense of adventure. The strongest message coming through here. But make sure to take time for yourself. Take 30 minutes for yourself to regroup. The person here, the Wanderer, about experience, risk, journey, and being alienness. Fast-moving energy with all the fiery colors here, but they're still pausing, right? The person in this card is looking out, looking forward, and holding something in their hand like they're contemplating it. The person in this card is not looking at what they're holding. They're almost using their senses to figure out what's going on with that situation. Just be. This is encouraging you to use your ability to just feel things, just know things, bringing in that Pisces energy I was getting from this card here. Just your ability to feel and know things without having to actually write it out, speak it in detail. This permission to be, like, just sit. Try not to think while you're sitting, just sit. Sit and write without thinking. Read something without letting your mind wander. And just draw, like intuitive writing and intuitive sketching, drawing coming to mind here. They want you tapping into your ability just to be. These two are basically saying the same thing. Like, you have the ability to do this. They want you to do it. They want you to practice just being. Just be. All right, let's get some more information from your tarot. These cards are tiny, so I don't always take reversals because the cards go every which way sometimes, but we'll see how they fall out in your reading. We want this one. You have the 5 of Wands, about competition. Yeah, if you're a really competitive person, it may be hard to slow down and just be. Or if you're dealing with other competitive people, that's something to know about them, and is it's hard for them to just slow down and be if they are really competitive. Okay, these ones are flipping out here. We have, look at that, 2 4 cards. They're both in reverse. We'll see, we have The Emperor, number 4, a nice strong tree and a sun there, bringing in more fire energy. Strong, solid leader, strong, solid person, supported by the 4 of Wands. Success, victory, recognition, union, happiness. It's in the shape of a diamond there. I think, pile 3, this is you. And they both came out in reverse because you're not recognizing yourself as this. Are you letting other people win? Pile 3 just came through because we had the idea of competition here. And you're the Emperor and you're the 4 of Wands, but they came out in reverse. After this competition here, are you letting other people win? Question to ask yourself. Are you letting other people win? It's okay if other people are winning, right? We always want good things for everybody that we interact with, but you get to win sometimes too, pile 3. You're strong enough, you're capable enough. You get to win sometimes too. It's your right to do that. You deserve it. Okay, we have Daughter of Cups. This is the Page of Cups. Look at that nice duckling on there, floating in the water with the rainbow colors. Page of Cups. Stepping into emotional, and it's It's falling under this card here, which I really got the strong Pisces, psychic, intuitive power coming off of that card. This is a new recognition of your own intuition and your own psychic abilities because, Okay, so that's why universe and spirit want you taking time to just be, because you are psychic. You're highly intuitive. You may be a highly sensitive person as well. And that's why you may feel like an alien sometimes. I just got from this alienness. But that's why universe and spirit want you just being, taking that time to just be, because you'll be tapping into your psychic abilities and your intuition and your emotional senses, your emotional being, your emotional body to help you move forward in your life. You may not be recognizing how psychic and how intuitive you actually are, pile 3. That's the main message coming through here. If we get caught up in being competitive or trying to be competitive like other people are, right? We have a pretty competitive world out there right now. People trying to get ahead. If we get caught up in this energy and we don't feel like we want to be like them because we have this alienness, if we feel like we don't want to be this highly competitive person, we just want everybody to get along, but we try and be this and it's not us, then we are denying ourselves our personal power and not recognizing how awesome you are, pile 3. If you're getting caught up in trying to be and do like other people, I just stopped because I said trying to be like other people, and we were like focused on the being, just be. If you're trying to be like somebody else or competitive or get caught up in their drama, you're going to deny your true self. And if you're a highly sensitive person, then this is really overwhelming energy that can overtake you and make you feel less than and not recognize how powerful you truly are. Highly sensitive people, intuitive people, and psychic people are not always the loudest people. They're not always the ones out there drawing attention to themselves. 4 of Wands reversed here, not drawing attention to yourself. But that doesn't mean you can't have nice things, it doesn't mean you can't win, because you are highly psychic, highly intuitive, highly sensitive. So it's embrace who you are, your true self. And you can do that by just being and feeling, just sitting and feeling and tapping into your intuition. Spirit universe want you practicing tapping into your intuition by just sitting without thinking too much, without doing too much. Some stillness coming through. This was meant to be the shadow aspect, and I got stillness from this card, and this was meant to be the light aspect, and I'm getting movement from it with the fish and the skull, and it's almost like they should be reversed, right? Based on the energy coming off of this card, or the reading. So it's like balancing light and dark. Things are not black and white. And I think you know that, Pile 3. So that message coming through, things are not always easy to categorize as shadow light, dark light, heavy light, black, white. This is tapping into the color and the nuances of life. Okay, we had 2 flip out face down here. This one flipped out like that, and this top one wants to come out too. This is the 10 of Pentacles, but it wants to stay right there for now. And the one on the top that wants to be right here, the Chariot, number 7. Look at that powerful horse. They got a moon on their third eye and a pentacle around their heart and their throat chakra. So heart chakra, throat chakra, in the material world. And the third eye chakra, that's your intuition. The horse, a powerful spirit guide indicating strength and freedom. Free yourself and allow yourself to be this psychic intuitive person that you are, Pile 3. And that will help you in the material world. We have the pentacle around the horse's neck here, the necklace they're wearing, and then the 10 of Pentacles wants to be right center. Look at those spirals and those colors on there. It's beautiful. It looks like 9 pentacles, but the 10th one is right in the center. Actually here, because we want to reverse this so it's the Emperor and the 4 of Wands upright for you, because that's who you really are. You may be denying yourself your personal power, Pile 3. When you deny your psychic, intuitive, and sensitive abilities, you're also denying yourself happiness in the material world. You can embrace your psychic, intuitive strengths to create the things you want to have in your life. And these 2, oh, there's 3 here that also came out. I'm almost like they're going to be something here. Like 1, 2, 3 for some reason. So we have number 9, Hermit card. No. This is the 9 of Wands with the moon energy on there. Yeah, that goes nice. Well, not nicely, but it goes with the 5 of Wands. I'm getting Hermit energy off of this as well. That's how I initially read it with the 9 there. But it is the 9 of Wands indicating anxiety, struggle. The Father of Pentacles reversed. It's a deer with colorful antlers. This is the King of Pentacles, and it came out in reverse for you. That's reinforcing the message about when you deny yourself who you are, when you deny your psychic, intuitive self, your emotional body, You deny yourself things in the physical material world. You deserve nice things. You may think that you need to struggle and hustle in order to get things with this 9 of Wands here, but this is encouraging you just to be and to tap into your psychic abilities and your intuitive abilities, and things will come more easily for you. And the third one, 6 of Pentacles. Yes, beautiful. Look at that tree. It's nice, abundant tree growing 6 pentacles. The balance of giving and receiving. Having enough for yourself and having enough for other people. We'll just do this so you can see them. Life doesn't have to be a struggle. You don't have to work so hard to get the things that you're trying to get. There is enough for you and there is enough for other people. We don't have to compete all the time for it. That's the message coming out. I'm not sure if it's meant for you, as if you have those feelings and Spirit wants to tell you that that's what's going on with you, or it might be telling you that's what's going on with other people that you're interacting with. So it is a general reading, so we, take from that how it relates to you. We had the Father of Pentacles come out here in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and we have an umbrella right here. Those are 2 symbols that also came out in pile 2. So if you feel called to check out pile 2 with this umbrella and the King of Pentacles reversed, if that resonates with you, feel free to, you can always do what you want. You have free will, right? I just wanted to point out that pile 2 may resonate with you, especially if you're getting something from this Father of Pentacles, King of Pentacles in reverse, and this umbrella. These 2 cards here are going to symbolize the giant leap that you will achieve if you embrace this step. Taking time out for yourself, 30 minutes of just being, will lead to the giant leap related to number 16, the waterfall, cleansing and clearing, purification and contamination. These are like shadow and light aspects as well, contamination and purification. 16 reduces to 7, the waterfall, cleansing and clearing. You will be more clear about who you are. You will have clarity about who you truly are, who your true self is, by taking this time, 30 minutes for yourself to just be and connect with your psychic, intuitive, emotional body. And believe that you deserve to have good things in the material world. You will step into your true self and be more clear about who you are. You will recognize yourself as the Emperor and the 4 of Wands. Powerful energy. Actually, for the Emperor, 4 of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles, how awesome is that? Yeah, this is you right here, Chariot and Daughter of Cups, Page of Cups. This is like you. This is who Spirit and Universe want you to recognize yourself as. By taking this step, the giant leap will be stepping into your true power and to your true self. And then from the Oracle of Dreamtime, this is not the actual card from that oracle, I'll explain in a minute, but first we have number 42, 6. Reduces to 6. There we go. We have whale and starfish with strategy, betrayal, selfishness, and the water element there. And my attempt at drawing a whale and a starfish. So these cards I drew and wrote, you can see that, right? Because I actually found this Oracle of the Dreamtime book in a secondhand used bookstore. It didn't have the cards to go with it, so I made these little cards so that I could still use it as an oracle. So let me show you what the actual card looks like in the oracle. There is what the card actually looks like. You can see the whale and the starfish there. This card is tying back to the competitive Five of Wands conflict energy that we've been discussing in your reading, and it's kind of talking about unfortunately, this is the energy that a lot of people in the world are in. This card ties nicely into that. Strategy, betrayal, selfishness. This card talks about trust is the main theme of this card. It mentions that it tells a story about a whale and a starfish. If you're interested in that story, I will put the guidebook here for you to screenshot. Basically, the whale was betrayed by the starfish. I can't really hold it. But what's important here that I'm focusing on is what we were talking about, how you are the psychic, intuitive, highly perceptive, highly sensitive person, and you're being encouraged to connect with that just by being. It says whales are intelligent, they're powerful, they're awe-inspiring. They are gentle and powerful. How awesome is that? Gentle and powerful. Yeah, remember this is you, right? This section is you, gentle and powerful. The little duckling and the horse. And this little speck right here is part of the sage that I used to cleanse the space before I started your reading. It fell out now on your little duckling here. Cleansing and purifying, being stressed here. That's what you're going towards. Cleansing and purifying illusions about who you feel like you're supposed to be or who you feel like you're supposed to act. How you feel you're supposed to act. Stepping into your true power. Being gentle but powerful. Being psychic, intuitive, and sensitive, and embracing your true self, especially if you feel like an alien here on Earth. This card goes on to talk about unconditional love and acceptance. So that's another thing that this is going to help you step into. You're going to step into your true self. You're going to purify yourself from the illusions and expectations that society has created for you. And you're going to step into a state of being with unconditional love and acceptance. That's really beautiful. That's super powerful and beautiful, yet gentle. I love it. These two cards here are the guides that are helping you from Shaman's Box. We have an animal spirit guide, and you have the owl. Yeah, intuition for sure. Look at you, pile 3. Wisdom, deception, intuition, insight, communication, mystery, freedom, secrecy, stealth, and vision. Yeah, that owl spirit right there summing up all the key words from your reading. That is what Spirit is helping you with right now. Anything related to those key words. Wisdom, deception, intuition, insight, communication, mystery, freedom, secrecy, stealth, and vision. Horse symbolizes freedom. This Daughter of Cups duckling is stepping into your intuitive power. And then from the Kabbalah Oracle, we have kind of the main archetype of the guides helping you. Have number 3, the Observer. Watching over you, protecting you. An owl is definitely an observer if you think about how they watch everything. This guidebook for the Observer card is giving some advice here that I want to show you. Here's the whole information for the guidebook. And then the focus area here is the advice that Spirit and Universe want to give you. This goes so nicely with the recommendation for the small step of just being. It says, you may be entering a phase when you can only observe attentively. You have done what you can, and now you must wait for the results. Don't drift off to sleep. Noting your own accurate impressions will be very valuable in times to come. You can gather material, even if you can't yet do anything with it. There's the other advice for you with that first part here. That's what I just read for you. This here talks about stepping into learning about hidden knowledge, esoteric things, the liminal space. That's all related to psychic, intuitive, and highly sensitive abilities. Reinforcing here, and there's a guide that's helping you. Beautiful. You are supported. You are loved. You are watched over in a not creepy way, in a loving way. And you are being encouraged to step into your psychic power, your intuitive power, and you will be guided. We have 2 more cards for final advice and guidance. This first deck will give us like a question. It's the Alchemical Thought deck. Questions and affirmations sometimes. There we go. You get courage. Courage is the key to the gateway of life. Expansion and freedom are on the other side. Have courage to walk towards expansion and freedom. There is some sayings that the things you want in life are just on the other side of fear, and that's why we're always encouraged to face our fears and have courage to move forward to face our fears, because what we want in life is just on the other side of fear, and that's what this card is talking about, and it goes so nicely with the Chariot, the horse here. Courage is the key to the gateway of life. Expansion and freedom are on the other side. And then last saying from Universe, Spirit, Tiny Acts of Kindness, compliment card. An affirmation for you to tell yourself, or a last thing that Spirit wants to say to you. We get, I can tell you enjoy what you do. I can tell you enjoy what you do. Yes, that's what you're stepping into. Spirit is saying that this small step is leading you to your true self, who you truly are, and they are saying, I can tell you enjoy what you do. Once you step into your personal power, you'll be enjoying life, you'll enjoying who you are, you'll be enjoying what you do, and Spirit is telling you they can tell that you enjoy it. You love life. That's what you're stepping into. You love life, you love yourself, you love the people you're interacting with, and then Spirit Universe recognizing that you love your life. And they want to help you bring about the life that you want for yourself, Pile 3. That is a beautiful way to close your reading here. I do hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me, and I hope to see you again in a future reading. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to this reading where we are asking the universe for information on what small step can you take to create a giant leap forward in your life. What small thing can you do that will make a big difference? You've come to the reading with this lemon quartz crystal. It's all about meditation and positivity, bringing happiness into your life, helping you be open to new experiences, helping you to see new experiences as being a positive thing, boosting concentration, opening up your memory, and getting out of a bad mood. Being happy and positive and concentrating, the main things from that crystal there. And we'll be using this Aquarian Tarot in your reading, which we'll get to in just a moment. These first cards here are going to be about the small step that you're being encouraged to take by universe to make a big difference in your life. And these cards here, after we do tarot, we'll be talking about the giant leap that this small step will lead to. And then we have some information on spirit guides and energy that is supporting you during this time. So from the Detour card deck, which is the little travel card deck for giving you creative things to do while you're traveling, but I'm using it to indicate the small step that you're meant to take, you're being encouraged to take. You have this card here, which says, Vintage Wallpaper Shop in Copenhagen. And it says, in real life connection. Find people in a shop you are interested in and ask for their suggestions of places to check out, places to go, places to see. Connecting with people in real life. That's the small step you can take. This card, is just saying go out somewhere into the real world and interact with people. Have a in real life connection. That's the small step to take. Get outside, explore the world, connect with real people in the real world. From these two Lenormand oracles, we have the light and shadow aspect of this step. For the light aspect, we have number 3 with ship, number 10 of spades on there. Traveling, leading to abundance as well, reminding me of 3 of Wands energy. We have a little rain cloud here in the corner, and the ship is actually in a basin with a little ladder you can climb to get into the little basin there. So if you have not been getting out into the real world, you are kind of constraining yourself to just this little bucket, whereas that ship really wants to be on the wide ocean, right? Out in the real world on the ocean. And then from the shadow aspect, we have number 23 reduces to 5, and it says mice. We have mice playing in teacups there with little tea bags, a little donut or a cookie, a biscuit. Number 5 on here, 23 reduces to 5. However, I'm reading this as 323. Your card's already laid out differently than the other readings, so I kind of knew your reading was going to be different. Let me, from the Kyle Gray Angels Number book, that's what I'm being called to look at for the 323. And you have here, 323. Ascended Masters are with you to remove all blockages and challenges on your pathway so that you can live fearlessly. Look at that. You are guided, you are supported. Spirit universe removing things out of your way, removing obstacles, removing challenges, so you can live fearlessly. Move forward without fear, pile 4. Move forward without fear. That is what is coming through. I will go through these cards in more detail if I feel called to refer back to them, but they're giving me that message, 323, angel number, move forward without fear, spirit universe, removing challenges and blockages so you can live your life the way you want to in the real world. This is the Radiant Souls Oracle, and this card is meant to be the personal power that universe and spirit are encouraging you to use while taking this step. And you have, it came out in this direction here, you have the beginning. It says so right here. Number 1, we have start, vision, transition, and time. Look at this person. This is an alchemist, moon and sun energy, bringing in the idea of the Temperance card from Tarot about alchemy and balance, bringing things together to create something new. You have the beginning, the vision. Look at the third eye activated there. The third eye and the crown chakra activated to make magic. You've got some kind of butterfly, dragonfly, moth on there, indicating new beginnings and transformation as well. They want you stepping into your personal power of being able to deal with transition, having a vision for moving forward. You have that power, pile 4, and they want you stepping in to your personal power of your ability to embrace new experiences. This lemon quartz crystal, I'm going to show you the card. It talked about how this crystal helps you embrace new experiences, reducing distractions, helping you embrace new experiences. It says, positive energies allow a person to be more welcoming of new experiences. How awesome is that? Your crystal says it. Spirit universe say it through that card there about stepping into your personal power to be open to and positive about new experiences. Beautiful. And Spirit and universe are removing obstacles so you can move forward without fear. I love it. It's so powerful. I just got a huge burst of energy. This is happening in the real world. This is happening for you now, I just heard. Let's get some more information from tarot. These cards, I don't always take them in reverse because they're tiny and they kind of tend to go everywhere. With this small step of making a in real life connection being recommended, and it's supposed to be just a small step, right? So, and it's talking about shopping on here. It kind of came through as I'm shuffling these tarot. It kind of came through like if you normally shop online, this is going to be different based on your situation. Sometimes we can't get outside. Sometimes we can't really interact with other people or whatever. You know, sometimes life keeps us shut in a little bit. But this is encouraging you to start interacting with the real world. So like a small step, if you normally shop online or order food delivery, shop online, go to the store in real life. You know, if you're shopping for clothes, go to the actual clothing store, feel the clothes try on the clothes in real life. It's connecting with the material world, like on a physical level. If you normally order food delivery, maybe go pick it up from the restaurant. Maybe go actually eat at the restaurant. And talk to the people that work at that store. Just ask them how their day is going. Ask them, you know, even if it's in your own town, you can pretend like you're a traveler and you can say, hey, what's cool to do around here? What's your favorite thing to do? It's like just connect with the real world. If interacting with people, and I'm not trying to encourage people to shop or spend money here. If interacting with people, then it's interacting with outside. Step outside, even if it's on your front porch, front steps. Step outside, breathe the air. Look at the trees. Put your feet on the ground. Connect with the material, physical world in some way is what the small step is. And that can be taken many different ways. Put yourself out there a little bit. Experience the real world. Experience all the beauty that Mother Nature, Mother Earth is. Mother Earth coming through very strongly here. There's some tension here where I'm trying to communicate what this step is all about, but it's basically just experience the beauty of Mother Earth in some way. The people, the places, the things, whatever small way in real life. What small way can you connect something that is real? Connect to something that is real. Feel the wind on your face. Step outside. Go outside. Talk to people. Go places in real life if you normally just experience things online. There's some weird tension about that small step advice, and I'm not sure why. This is supposed to be a positive thing, right? Positive new experiences. So if for some reason getting into the real world is like a big step for you for whatever reason, then it's start opening yourself up to new experiences. Start doing what you need to get ready mentally, physically, emotionally. to experience things in real life or have new experiences. We'll keep working on that. I'm not sure where the tension is coming from. There. Okay, you have the Ace of Cups. Something new in the emotional, intuitive, psychic area of life. Bright sun coming out of that cup there. Lotus flowers. Lotus flowers grow out of the mud and turn into beautiful flowers. Symbolizes you emerging into the real world as you and your true self. The sun there connected to life purpose as well, and your personal power, stepping into your personal power, coming out of some kind of place of fear, because we had the huge message in the beginning about Spirit Universe removing obstacles, removing challenges for you so that you can move forward without fear. Stepping out of a place of fear into a place of courage and moving forward, having a vision and being brave enough to go through whatever it takes to bring that vision to life. That's already jumping to the giant leap about bringing your vision to life. That's more of a giant leap than a small step. Something about stepping into your personal power and connecting with something that is real, something in the real world, is going to help you bring out a larger vision. We get these two here. We have the Ace of Swords and the World card, both kind of flipped in reverse. The rest of the deck is not reversed. So Ace of Swords, a new idea, new way of thinking coming in, but it's came out in reverse. A new idea is blocked. Creative thinking, new thinking, clear communication is blocked right now for some reason, probably because of some kind of fear. And the World is in reverse, number 21. This is what it would look like upright. We have, for astrology, we have the fixed signs here in astrology in the corners. We have Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Those may be significant areas of your own chart, or maybe significant in the charts of people that you're dealing with. The World card, I think this came out in reverse because the World card sometimes indicates the end of a cycle. And this is reinforcing the idea of a new beginning here. You have a big vision about what you want your life to be or what you want the world to be like. And you're stepping into a time in your life where you can start to bring that about. It's reversed because it's not the end of the cycle, it's the start of the cycle. It's almost like this card wanted to be the Fool card or the Magician card. And oh no way, look at that. Magician in reverse. Well, now all of it's reversed. So yeah, we'll take this one upright because I just said this one wants to be the Magician, and look, the whole deck got reversed somehow. So yeah, this is upright. This is you stepping into your personal power, using all the resources that are available to you. Yeah, wow. You are starting on the next phase of your journey. You've already been through something. If you have fear about something, it's probably because you've been through something tough. And this is the start of your journey where fear is being removed, obstacles are being removed, challenges are being removed, and you're stepping into your personal power where you're using all the resources available to you to bring about this great vision that you have for yourself and for the world. Wow, pile 4, that is no joke. That is a huge mission. That is beautiful. It is powerful. Eight of Cups. And the whole deck is not reversed this time, so we'll keep this in reverse. Eight of Cups can talk about walking away from something. This came out in reverse because it wants you to be persistent. It wants you being open to new experiences, but it wants you being persistent and not giving up right away. The challenges and obstacles and fear are being removed, so don't give up. That's what this card wants you to know. Universe, Spirit say, don't give up, pile 4. You are on your way to getting what you want and what you're dreaming about. You're on your way. Don't give up. Come on, shuffle. The cards all, there we go. King of Wands, King of Rods, King of Wands. Yes. Don't give up because you are becoming the King of Rods, King of Wands. Doesn't matter about gender there. That is strong masculine energy about creativity, inspiration, taking action, making good decisions, inspiring other people, being a leader. This is what you're stepping into. You are stepping into your personal power, coming out of something difficult with the lotus in the mud here and the world reversed, coming out of a difficult phase in your life, moving into a much more positive phase where you can embrace happiness, you can embrace joy, and you can embrace new beginnings, new experiences. Doesn't even have to be new beginnings. New experience is the key here. Connecting to the real world is the small step. Getting yourself to a place where you are emotionally, physically, mentally ready to start experiencing new things and connecting with the real world. That's the small step. Whatever you need to do, take one small step to get yourself ready to be open to new experiences. It's encouraging you to get out and interact with the real world as the small step. If that seems like a big step for you, I will look for smaller steps, practical steps that I can give you for this reading. You are stepping into this Ace of Cups and King of Wands, King of Rods energy. You're the magician. You can do it. Don't give up. With these reversals here, Spirit, Universe are acknowledging that you've been through some stuff, pile 4, and I'm really sorry to hear that. You've been through maybe a dark night of the soul, maybe something challenging for sure. And I'm really sorry to hear that, but you're moving towards something better. And that is beautiful and powerful. I'm going to link in the iLink or the end screen somewhere a video that I watched recently about the hero's journey. This is a way of describing all the stories, all the movies that we watch, the different phases people go through. It's beautiful description of the phases we go through in life. And the video I'm going to link is related to King Arthur. So I'm going to link that may be relevant to you to check out if you feel called to do so. Maybe a helpful video for you. Just to kind of put things into context about you being right in the middle of a hero's journey. That's what I'm taking from this pile 4. And that's why we have the focus on the real world here, is because you're going through it. You're right in the middle of your hero's journey here, pile 4. So this small step of connecting to the real world in some way and starting to open yourself up to new experiences is going to lead to some kind of giant leap. And the giant leap is related to number 19, the sacred tree, devotion to the sacred. We have a nice glowing leaf here. And these are kind of contrasting shadow light aspects. We have profanity and reverence. This profanity word here is not talking about bad words. It's talking about the profane, which is like the things in the real world that are not sacred, like the mundane material aspects of the real world, which is really interesting because your small step is to make a real life connection. And then reverence here is really the spiritual world. You're stepping into the sacred tree, devotion to the sacred, moving towards a more spiritual, more meaningful. Moving toward your giant leap is going to be having more meaningful experiences. Connecting to the real world and opening yourself up to new experiences is going to create more meaningful experiences for you, Pile 4. That is really what is coming off of here. We have 19, which is the sun card in tarot. We have the sun shining brightly here. You have a yellow crystal about positivity and brightness. You are stepping towards more meaningful experiences so that your life, you feel like your life has meaning and purpose. And then from the Oracle of the Dreamtime, this is not the actual card. I'll explain that in a second. But you have number 6, the 7 Sisters. Wow. Initiation, tests, and conviction with keyword nature there, which connects to the earth element. 7 Sisters, the Pleiades. We have initiation, tests, and conviction. Initiation, magician, number 1. Beginnings, number 1. You are being initiated into a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of meaning, a higher level of connection with spirit. The tests and then the challenges and darkness that you may have gone through are tests that develop your character, develop you into the person you are. And conviction here, don't give up, Pile 4. You are on your way to achieving what you want your life to be like, to having meaningful experiences and purpose. So don't give up. So that card, I obviously drew and wrote that out. It's because I found this Oracle of the Dreamtime book in a secondhand used bookstore. I was shopping in real life, and I found this book, but it didn't have the cards with it, so I drew the little cards like that so that I could use it as an oracle. Let me show you the actual card. That's what the actual card looks like. This is a story about the card from the Dreamtime. This is tied to Aboriginal Australia. That's the story if you'd like to read about the card. The 7 Sisters, sometimes referred to as one of the oldest stories in the world. Like, a lot of cultures have a connection to the constellation, the Pleiades, and they have different stories about how that constellation was created and what that constellation means for their culture. I was called to mention the hero's journey. You're being connected in some way to something very sacred, very powerful, very universal, very spiritual. That's where you're headed with your giant leap. And that is a giant leap. Holy cow. The guidebook for that card reinforces the don't give up, Pile 4. It says you can do it. It talks about being on a quest, being on a journey, a very spiritual journey, crossing a threshold, coming out of your comfort zone, facing challenges, facing fear. You had 323 angel number, spirit and universe, moving things out of your way, removing obstacles so you can move forward without fear. This says the challenges you're facing are because you're willing to go through them. You're strong enough, and you know that when you make it through those challenges, you will have achieved something significant. Your vision. You understand that challenges are sometimes necessary or are a good way to grow stronger so that you have the strength, the courage, and the ability, the resources to carry out your vision, to make your life what you want it to be, to make the world what you want it to be. You are a strong enough person, probably an old soul, that understands those challenges are something you can learn from. I know that can be annoying to hear, but that's what's coming out in your reading. Maybe you've forgotten that you're an old soul. Maybe you've forgotten how powerful you are. And these small steps of connecting with the real world in some way are going to help you remember who you were, who you are, how powerful you are. Yeah, your lemon quartz crystal right here opens up your memories. You're remembering who you are. Your small step of connecting to the real world is going to lead to you remembering who you are, how powerful you are, how special you are, how amazing you are. That's huge. That's beautiful. It's powerful. I love it. These cards here are meant to give us information about the guides, spirit guides that are around you at this time and supporting you. From the Kabbalah Oracle, you have number 7, the victor, the winner. Number 7, a very sacred number, spiritual aspects and sacred, the sacred tree, things that are sacred in the universe. You're very connected to that pile 4. And the guides that are coming through are the sacred, the spiritual. We had the 323 angel number say the ascended masters coming through to help you. And we have the victor on here. I'm going to take the intuitive reading that I'm getting from this card to mean it's the ascended masters. It's confirming that. The ascended masters are people who have had an experience here on earth, and they've reached enlightenment, and they've ascended into the spirit world, and they are here to guide you. Those are powerful, powerful spirit guides. It explains why your obstacles and challenges are being removed so you can go forward without fear. It explains why you have a sacred mission. You have a huge vision about what you want your life to be like and what you want the world to be like, and the Ascended Masters are helping. Ascended Masters, there's a lot for different cultures. It could be like Jesus, like Buddha. A lot of different cultures have an ascended master. Doesn't matter what religion you are. It's the idea that these are people who have had significant experiences here on earth, and they've ascended into the spiritual world, and they're coming back to help you in some way. It's so powerful and so beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. From the shaman's box, we'll get an animal spirit guide. You have the dove. Forgiveness, health, tranquility, deliverance, liberation, freedom, union, serenity, agreement. And we'll just add peace to that, right? There's a movie, I realize it's getting kind of old at this point, so maybe you've not heard of it. But it's called Miss Congeniality, and it's with Sandra Bullock, and she is like this tough FBI agent, and she has to go undercover in a beauty pageant, which is not her personality at all. And there's a scene, spoiler alert, there's a scene at the end where she's crying and her mascara's running, and she's going, I really do want world peace. And that's what's coming through here. It's a huge mission. You really do want world peace, and it's a beautiful thing to want. And don't give up, because we can achieve that, Pile 4. You're not the only one that wants world peace. There's a lot of us out here working towards world peace, and you're part of that. And you're guided, and you're supported, and you're powerful enough to achieve it. And whatever you're doing here on earth to move us towards, or to move you, getting all worked up. Whatever you're doing here on earth to create the life that you want for yourself and for the world is bringing about greater peace to the entire world, to the entire universe, and that is huge. And that also explains why you have such powerful guides, why you've had maybe a challenging experience up until this point, and why is because we're moving towards world peace, and you have a significant role to play in that. And it starts with making some kind of real life connection, experiencing something in the real world, opening yourself up to new experiences so that you can move into a phase of your life where you are having profound and meaningful experiences. and you feel like you have a purpose and you feel like your life has meaning. And that is so amazing. We have 2 more cards to go. I'm getting super into this, but I do want to keep on track here. So we have 2 more cards from the Alchemical Thought deck. We'll get something like a question or an affirmation for you. And you have 2 coming out here. The first one, okay, this one came out in another pile. I can't remember which pile it was, but if you felt called to a previous pile, 1, 2, or 3, this could be confirmation for you to check that out if you feel called to do so. We have a heart with a key there. It says, everywhere you go, you take you with you. You cannot escape your stories. You can only change them. Love who you are here and now. And then the other one says, give love, create love, be love, receive love, emanate love, speak love, anchor love. It's all about love. So from these tiny acts of kindness, compliments, this is going to be final closing words from Spirit Universe. Some kind of affirmation for you or something that Universe wants to tell you. Something these ascended, this is coming from an ascended master for you. They want to tell you whatever card comes out from an ascended master. Okay, I can tell you enjoy what you do. You have a love for something, Pile 4, and it's clear to the Ascended Masters that you enjoy what you do or you enjoy the vision. You really truly believe in the vision you have for yourself and for the world, and they can see that you enjoy it. That's why they're helping remove the obstacles so you can move forward without fear. And it starts with making some kind of real life connection, experiencing something in the real world, getting outside, interacting with real people. This also came out in a previous pile. I cannot remember which one it was. So let me get you another one that's unique to your reading. I'm feeling the one on the bottom here. Aw, thank you for being you. Thank you, Pile 4. We love you. We support you. We want you to be yourself. Thank you for being you. And that is a beautiful way to close your reading. Thank you for being you, Pile 4. I do hope that you have found this reading to be helpful. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Hope to see you again in a future reading. You are amazing, Pile 4. Thank you for being you.